Welcome back to another staff ministry spotlight, and this time I am joined by Wendy Moore. Thank you so much for making the time, Wendy.
Happy to do it.
Thank you for being mostly honest about that. I know you're very busy, but I guess the first thing that I should ask is, what is your job title, and how long have you been in that role?
So the official title is Director of Operations, and I've been in this particular role for 9 years, which seems like a lifetime. Um, but fun fact, I also worked here previously as the finance manager in the early 2000s from 2001 to 2004 ish. Until my youngest daughter went to half day kindergarten.
So I know that there's really no typical week for you. I mean,
Right.
especially with COVID,
Mhm.
but what in a typical week would be some of your responsibilities?
Okay, so um, I make sure that payroll gets turned in. Thankfully, we have an outsourced company that does that for us, but I make sure that everything gets turned in and everybody gets paid. Also, anything relating to the building, um, the maintenance, the upkeep, the grounds, painting, if we have a leak or the roof falls in or any of that kind of thing. Um, I kind of managed the project of uh, for the narthex bathrooms and the cry room. I am the liaison between the trustees and the vendors that supply us with that kind of thing. There's very little, I guess, that happens um, that that I don't have some part in, and that's not to sound like I'm patting myself on the back, but it just is the nature of the job.
I have said on more than one occasion, as you know, that I feel like if me and Andy both had to suddenly take breaks for 2-3 weeks and we could find people to preach and pray with the congregants, if you were still here, the church would basically be able to function and continue on.
Well, that's
as
very
it
nice.
does.
That's
So,
very nice of you to say. I was actually asked to officiate a funeral here and declined because I do a lot of things here, but that is not one of them.
so all other responsibilities as assigned, right?
Exactly.
So, what is something about your job, something that you do that maybe our members are less likely to see or know about?
Well, it's funny because I couldn't think of anything that the congregation wouldn't know that I do. So I asked my family, and my daughter said, well, they probably don't know that you're the one that gets called by Sonatrol at 2 o'clock in the morning when an alarm goes off, and that is the truth. I am the first person on that list. But the more I thought about it, I thought, um, you met Jenny last week, our receptionist. When she goes on a much needed vacation or is out of the office, I fill in for her. And so I might be the receptionist that day. Um, we've not had a communications director for a few months.
Yeah, a little while now.
And so I have been the communications director as well. In a support role, I know a very little about a lot of things.
So, given all that responsibility, all those experiences, all the ministries that you have a hand in making happen, what is the most rewarding or enjoyable part of this job for you? What makes you most excited to get to work in the morning?
Well, perhaps it's cliche, but I really do love the people of this congregation and the people that I work with. but also there's a creativity in this job that whether it be a publication or trying to creatively solve an issue or a problem or you know,
And it's
something that's
something new
going on
every day.
exactly. The creativity that I'm allowed in this job is super fulfilling.
Well, Wendy, we just could not say it enough. Thank you for all you do and the ministry that you do.
Thank
It
you.
absolutely is ministry.
I'm happy to be here, and I enjoy doing it.
Thanks.
Thanks.